Hello, welcome to episode 89 of the Keep Tappin X podcast. Unofficial, well, the official 89.
Yeah, unofficial 90.
Yeah, unofficial 90, but we're going to just
skip on over that. So go ahead.
We had an episode 89
that
we Twitch streamed, but
the audio quality was weird.
Audio was I didn't like it at all. It was bad. The overlay wasn't up yet.
Yeah.
So
it was kind of like a test stream.
Yeah, which we'll probably have to do another one beforehand, but that's neither here but
nor
was
there. No. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, David?
I'm doing pretty good.
To them, to SoundCloud people, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been
like
a little while.
3 weeks, maybe?
Yeah, but we're back to a regular scheduled program.
We got a lot of news this week.
We do. A lot of bad business decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, right. What have you been up to?
Playing games.
Yeah? What games?
The usual. A lot of Final Fantasy XIV. I finally hit max level.
Max level.
Yep, I'm doing endgame stuff.
Does new expansion raise level cap?
Probably, yeah. A lot of people are not enjoying the new class that they're teasing. For those who don't know, the new class adds the weapon Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's everyone's reaction.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, hell yeah. Then they're like, it's a tank.
What?
Yeah, it's a tank.
Wait, it's a tank?
Yeah.
But it's a
tank
Gunblade.
only class. Yep. So people are like,
no.
Yeah, yeah, that's how people are reacting. So why wouldn't it be a DPS? It's literally a sword that shoots bullets.
When do you ever see like a bulky dude using a gunblade?
I don't know.
It's like a Gatling gun.
Isn't the point of the gun part to be ranged? So how do you tank?
Yeah, right.
I
don't. To be fair, Squall's gunblade is short range.
Oh, okay. So it's probably similar to that.
It's meant to it's like impact shells.
Like a shotgun?
Like, he'll stab and then shoot it.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So that's probably what they'll do, I assume.
Yeah.
But
that's dumb.
Yeah.
That means I'll never play that class ever then.
It's pretty lame. But I mean, Gunblade is still cool, I guess.
Oh, they're so cool.
Yeah. Vieira are being added as a race.
Yep. The bunny people.
Yep. And Fran, the Vieira from Final Fantasy XII, is in 14 now in the story.
In it?
Yep. She's already in the game.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep. And I've been having a lot of fun. The endgame dungeons are so cool.
Yeah.
I fought like Shinryu, who's pretty much Bahamut.
Oh.
And like there's a part in the fight where he destroys like the platform you're fighting him on.
Yeah.
And he's like, we need a bigger realm to fight in. And he literally takes you into space.
What the
and you
hell?
fight him in space.
That's some Final Fantasy.
Yeah. And he like chains you up and tries to like eat you and bring you into space. And you have to like mash buttons fast enough to get out of the chains.
That's awesome.
It's so much fun.
Do you die if you don't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And man, I haven't been enjoying it a lot.
That's cool.
Besides that, more Apex, like everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
Seriously. They had a new gun apparently today.
Yeah, they did. I forgot what it was called.
Me too. But I mean, everyone knows that game.
I think it's an assault rifle.
Yeah. I won't go into too much detail because everyone knows that. I've been playing more Smite.
Yeah, you have been playing Smite.
Yeah, they're still adding new characters to that game, so that's cool.
Yeah, they're not gods anymore, though.
Yeah, the World Serpent is the newest one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, that dude.
There's like
Jermonger.
Oh, Yermanger.
Yermanger, yeah.
Yermanger.
Yeah, he got added. Yeah, I mean, I've just been playing like a lot of variety of things. More Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
Unlocked the infinite knife and infinite pistol.
Nice.
So that's fun. Yeah, I think that's about it. What about you? Playing anything?
I've been playing Apex Legends, of course, but I also been playing Titanfall 2.
Oh yeah.
Because I got that free with the EA basic access.
And
it's really, if people don't know, Apex Legends is based in the Titanfall world.
Yes.
And it's very interesting because when I'm playing Titanfall 2, all the weapons that are in Apex Legends are in this game.
Oh yeah.
And more. And I'm playing it. And the guns are obviously way stronger in Titanfall than they are in Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a legendary sniper rifle you can get in Apex Legends where you're like, this is it. It's like the Kepler.
Kroger.
Yeah,
something like that.
I think that's the shotgun. Whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, and like in Apex, it's like, whoa, this is great. It's like you one-shot people with it. But it's actually like kind of shitty in Titanfall because you have to like cock it every time you shoot.
Oh.
And like, when you're fighting like 3 people, like 1v1 or whatever, sniping people from afar, like in Apex Legends, it's fine. But when you're fighting NPCs, like waves of them, having to like oh, what's the term? I don't know. Guns.
Yeah.
Cock the barrel.
Crank that.
Yeah. Yeah. When you have to adjust the fidget, then it's That sucks.
Yeah.
But man, that game is fun.
Yeah.
I love moving. You get the double jump pack.
I've never played a Titanfall game.
Dude, there's so much. I remember playing the first Titanfall's beta for their multiplayer. I did pretty well. But that game, the multiplayer game is great. Think COD, right?
Yeah.
But
with mechs.
With mechs, but also there are like, hello everyone.
Hello. Hey guys. You know we love doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
This is something that we enjoy doing. It's a passion.
Yeah.
And you might have noticed that this is very different from the conversation we were just having.
Yeah.
Just having like a second ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's because sometimes when you record things such as audio and such as video, mostly audio, sometimes it just decides to stop recording. And it's been about maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, I don't know. And you probably heard about 5 minutes of our conversation on Titanfall. We've been talking for a long time.
We've just been talking. Normally we catch this.
Yeah.
Like, maybe we lose like 10 minutes. And we're like, oh, that sucks.
Guys, we lost like 30 minutes.
We just lost 30 minutes.
Guys, we talked about Umbrella Academy. We talked about the finances of Activision. We talked about...
We had really good conversations. We did, too.
We did.
That you'll never hear again.
It's gone. It's gone to the ether. I hope you guys stick around because we enjoy doing this, like we just said. We enjoy it. And I hope you do too.
Man, fuck Adobe. Now,
God.
Titanfall 2,
yeah,
great game.
Banging.
I don't even know where he left off.
I don't know either.
Great game. Love it. Matthew Mercer, great voice actor.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Did I say what games I was playing? I don't know. I played a lot of games.
Yes, because you said first.
Umbrella Academy. It's awesome. There's superpowers. It's great. It's
no,
on Netflix.
We're going to talk about this again.
Characters are great. Visuals are great. Music's great.
All right.
Uh-huh.
David, you know what else we've been doing?
What?
We've been watching the Umbrella Academy.
Have we?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, and you know what's weird? We ended at the same place. We're both at the end of episode 3.
Yeah, out of the 12 episodes.
So maybe we could put some structure to what we were saying before. For people who don't know, Umbrella Academy is a Netflix original series.
Yeah.
Whatever that means these days.
Only airs on Netflix.
It's based on a visual novel or comic book, whatever, written by... co-written by Gerard Way, who is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance back in the day. So woohoo for all you middle school, high schooler, goth and emos like me. The show is essentially, the premise is that one day around the world at the same exact time, 43 or 48, a number of kids were born at the same exact time. But the problem is, the women who gave birth to these children were not pregnant at all.
Like immaculate conceptions.
Yeah, just happened. An eccentric billionaire travels the world and decides he wants to adopt all of them or buy them all, essentially.
Yeah.
He gets 7 of them. And so the show follows these 7 individuals. They're all grown up now. The beginning of the show, the father just died, so they're meeting up at his funeral, essentially. And these kids have superpowers.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not kids anymore. They're like full-grown adults.
Yeah, at this point, they're adults, yeah.
And so you're kind of following these characters.
Yep. And it's very, like, it's a character-driven show. Like, they all have their own motives. And
what do you think of this show?
I mean, in general, I think it's really good. But I like how it doesn't feel too X-Men-y because they don't really have like a common goal. They all have like different goals that they're trying to accomplish at the same time. And some of them don't even have goals. Some of them are just, one guy's a druggie. One guy like just came back from the moon. He's an astronaut.
Yes.
And then the time traveling kid is like, the world's gonna end in 8 days, and everyone's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like what? Or like, you're an asshole.
Yeah. It's a character-driven show, meaning at least this point, there doesn't seem to be an overarching plot where everybody contributes to it.
Yeah.
Characters are motivated by their own sort of desires, what they want in there. And which is good in a show like this because the characters are really strong.
Yeah.
The characters are really good in this show. They're very compelling. Some of them are eccentric.
Yeah.
Some of them are, which helps the level-headed ones stand out too. All of them are likable. Like you said this to me before, that you didn't find a single unlikable character so far. And I agree. Yeah. Nobody's boring to me.
Even what's his name? Pogo, the monkey.
Pogo, yeah. They have a monkey butler. We didn't talk about him.
I know. He's a talking monkey, like an old man.
Upward stretch.
And yeah, he's like the butler, and he kind of tries to keep all the kids in line. Like he still treats them all like children. But yeah, he's a good character. He's pretty funny.
He's a British
he's
monkey
like,
dude.
Yeah.
He's great. Their mom's a robot.
Yep.
Who's never aged.
Yep.
So some of the things we talked about before with this show, a lot of things that like really stand out is one, the musical score.
Yep.
Musical score is great because it is a contrast to a lot of the visuals you see in the show.
Yeah.
Which is another point, is that the visuals in this show are great.
Yeah. Very dark.
It's dark. You mentioned before. It's like
Gotham-esque.
Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the colors are muted. Everything. It's just like darker colors, right? Like blacks, grays, browns, stuff like that. But that being said, I mean, it's never boring to look at.
Yeah.
The show has great cinematography. The music, like in action scenes, is always like happy.
Yeah.
It's like bubbly and energetic.
Like they played like Queen in one of them.
They played like Queen. Yeah, they played Queen in one of them there. And man, like you see like a store being shot up or something, and like this, it's like, I don't want to say it's like Suicide Squad-esque, like the trailer for it, because like nobody liked that movie. But like that's what kind of reminded me of, but in a really good way.
Yeah, like that, but better done.
And the action itself, I don't think we talked about the action, but the action's pretty good.
Yeah,
like when there are characters that are fighting. Like in the very first episode, one of the characters, he fights burglars because he's like a vigilante Batman style type character, and he like beats the shit out of them. It's like really cool.
Yeah.
His power is he can throw knives and it can hit.
It hits. He's like Bullseye pretty much.
Yeah. That's what I think his power is.
Yeah.
The powers themselves are really interesting with the characters, and they don't. So like. They never really show a lot of the powers.
That's true, yeah.
They're very rare with it. And I don't know if that was a budget thing.
I think it's just because, like, they're adults now and, like, trying to live lives.
Yeah.
Like the lady who can...
Suggest?
She has, like extreme powers of suggestion.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like to use it as an adult, so she doesn't use it. They showed it once.
Although her character arc... I'm not going to spoil anything, but, like, she reveals, like, how she used that power in her personal life. And it was, like... Whoa, but you could see where she was coming from, and you understood her motivations. You understood her motivations.
It was like a realistic way to use a power.
Yeah, but it backfired on her, and you're like, oh, okay, I get that. And then you have like a character who he can teleport through space, but he also can do it through time. And his whole character arc is he goes into the future. But he fucked up because he's time traveling. He gets stuck there, and it's 8 days from when this series takes place.
Yeah, and he lived there for like 50 years or something.
Yeah, it was an apocalypse.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is, I came back to try and stop the apocalypse.
He pretty much like turned into Old Man Logan, then came back.
Yeah, but no one gives a shit.
Yeah,
because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck you, I'm trying to save you. And everyone's like, well, fuck you. So nobody else is affiliated with saving the world.
No one cares.
Yeah, no one gives a shit because this dude's an asshole. Yeah. So he's like, I'll do it by myself. Because everybody hates each other in this series.
Yeah.
For various reasons.
And then there's the big dude who I think Luther, who's like, he's like gigantic.
Yes.
And like, I think I just kind of had a revelation of why he was an astronaut.
Oh, I have a theory,
but I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I have like a theory.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after.
And then there's the seventh girl, Vanya, who doesn't have a power.
Yeah, she has no powers, but taking a lot of pills.
Yeah, I feel like she does. It just no one knows.
She's ordinary.
Yeah,
is how his father would describe her. And man, like this show is so good.
It really is.
It
caught me off guard.
Me too, 100%. I thought this was just going to be like a kind of lazy, like superhero cash grab kind of thing. How refreshing to have a non-DC Marvel related superhero story. Watchmen isn't DC or Marvel, is it?
No, it's Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get like that kind of like independent vibe from it.
Me too.
And I like that a lot. And you have the villains so far.
The villains are great. Yeah.
Oh, they're amazing. You have these two agents of something. Like you described them as like Team Rocket, essentially.
Jesse and James.
They're very efficient Team Rocket.
Yeah.
And they're so fun to look at because one of them's the hard ass woman.
Yeah.
Who like takes no shit, and then the other one's like this like big bumbling like, I think about food, and he's just like, man, I fucking hate these pay cuts. Those corporate fat cats should come out here and do it. You know, she's like,
he's like tired of carrying the briefcase around because his wrist hurts. It's
even though it's apparently super important.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes is in the shootout.
Dude, they have a shootout in a department store, and he was complaining about the briefcase, and he's like going around and he looks over and he's like, oh man, like what was it?
It's like elastic wrist guard or something.
Yeah,
for his... Oh yes, it's like so funny,
so good.
It was like an episode later. It's like silly.
It's really funny. God, what else did we say about this show? All the characters are super interesting. I mean, you have like you mentioned Klaus, who's this like druggie. He's one of the siblings. Is a complete fucking drug obsessed, kind of like lunatic almost. Yeah, he's very eccentric.
Always trying to steal stuff to make money to buy drugs.
Yeah,
like, that's his thing.
His power though is he can speak to the dead.
Yeah.
So one of their siblings when they were younger died. His name was Ben, and Ben, that brother, he just hangs out. Nobody else can see him.
Yeah,
he's only Klaus. Yeah, and he's always just like. Like, really, you're doing this right now? Like, he's just like this straight level, like, oh, whatever, dude. Like, and it's funny and great, and I can't wait to see more about him. Yeah, and how he died.
I'm curious about like if he'll have a future in the show, like be able to do things.
I wonder. Yeah. Dude, that scene in when Klaus comes out of the bath.
Oh yeah,
so funny.
It was great.
So, but all the characters are really complex, right? They're complex. I think if I had to have one complaint, well, no, not even. I was gonna say the setting.
Oh, okay,
like the set pieces.
Yeah,
nothing's really like struck me, but I don't think it's really meant to.
Yeah,
I mean, you were on the moon at the very beginning of the first episode.
That's true.
So like, there's more coming, and you got the apocalypse. So never mind. That's not even a complaint. I really can't find much to complain about in the show right now.
Yeah, like I feel like even if I did have a complaint, it might just be down to like budget constraints. Like, like even if they're nitpicks, I understand why. So like, I don't have too much to. The acting's really good.
Oh yeah, the acting's great. Yeah. They got Ellen Page. Yeah. Like, they got big names on this. You know, Robert Sheehan is Klaus. I don't know.
The kid is really good, surprisingly. Usually, I don't really like child actors a lot of the time.
He's great.
He's really good.
He pulls it off really because he's supposed to be like a 60-year-old in like a 13-year-old's body, and he pulls it off really well.
He does.
That I love this show right now.
Yeah,
I love this show, and I heard that the ending, or rather, it ends really well.
Good.
So
good.
Felt to hear that. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get into the news.
Yeah, let's do it.
Week. Can't believe it.
We had
good bits.
Yeah, this is the second time we've talked about all this. It's just
man. Now it just feels phoned in.
I know. Now it feels forced. Is that what you guys want? Do you want forced conversation?
We're going to the first bit of news.
You don't.
And that's what we don't have. So news roundup here. Epic Games.
Yeah.
Decides to sue an organization known as Exciting Events from England.
If you're in England, you might have went to this event.
In Norwich.
A
Fortnite live festival occurred.
Yeah.
Hosted by Exciting Events. David.
Yeah.
Tell me if this sounds appealing to you for the second time.
Yeah. I know which one's
Pretend you've never heard of it.
Okay.
All right. All right. Clear your mind.
Yeah.
So, you're part of the 2,500 to 3,000 individuals.
Huge Fortnite fan.
Yeah, you're great.
Yeah.
You had a choice.
Yeah.
You could pay 13 euros for the regular admission.
Yeah.
Or the 20 euros for the wristband special.
I'm getting the wristband.
You're going all out.
Yeah.
Oh my
Huge
god, big
Fortnite
fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah. I love those Fortnite dances.
Yeah, you and your family get your Fortnite fandom wristbands and go to this event and behold in front of the first thing you see driving over that horizon line, the sun rising behind to begin your day. You see a rock wall.
I love rock walls.
Rock walls. So much climbing. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, vertical, like in the game, you climb up the mountains.
Yeah, you go to the gym, do that, but
This climbing wall can accommodate up to 3 people.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's more than one person.
Yeah, that's more than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, there's a long line here.
Yeah, there's 3,000 people here.
So you can move on. You come back, circle around. And there, before you lays a vast expanse, green, lush field, and at the end you see a target.
Oh.
And then for a target and next to you a bow. Archery.
Yo,
next to that target, another one. And then another one. Another one. And that's it. 4 people.
Okay.
4 bows. Yeah. So you're like, okay, well, the bows are taken.
Yeah.
So I'm going to...
And they'll be taken for a while.
Yeah. So you're going to move on.
Okay.
So, you step over and you feel something hard at your feet. You're like, what? Oh, you look down.
Mm-hmm.
Black tar. It's a course with white lines. A race course. Wind, twist, and turns.
Yeah. I love racing in Fortnite.
Yeah. With those carts.
Yeah.
The shopping carts. But now you got go-karts.
Whoa.
That's right. It's 4 of them.
Okay. They're taken.
Yeah. No, of course they're taken. They're go-karts.
So
you're like, oh, all right. Well,
I guess I could wait like 3 hours, but I'll go try.
Yeah, maybe now you're like, kick a stone.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What do I do now? Everything's taken.
Yeah.
And you hit in front of you a crowd. Who's talking? And you see a sign. Mm-hmm. The cave experience.
Whoa, the cave's my favorite part of Fortnite.
Yeah. All those caves you can explore.
Yeah.
You're trying to leap over. Well, you're a tall guy, so you just like look over all the fucking 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
And you see in front of you a trailer that maybe enough to park like a medium-sized vehicle in there.
Okay.
With a tarp over it.
Whoa.
That's it.
What's under the tarp?
That's a trailer.
What's in the trailer?
The decorations of a cave.
Oh.
And it's dark. You can like sift through.
Okay.
Yeah, it costs like 3 tokens, whatever that means.
I don't.
But you got your wristband.
Oh, I have wristband. Yeah, you're right.
And you're like, this sucks. So
yeah, that sounds like garbage.
There's an indoor area available. So you're like, I'm gonna go inside. There's got to be some good shit in there.
Yeah.
You go in, and you find here you can play Fortnite, your favorite game. You can play Fortnite. There's a queue.
Oh,
there's a lineup for. It's not a lot of stations.
How long do you get to play for?
I don't know. A game, I think.
Oh. I was going to stay home and play Fortnite.
Yeah. Wow.
And save my $20.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, you go home.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, that wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
I think I want a refund.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You go up, facebook.com. Search it up. The event's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
The whole event?
Yeah, they took it. They took the event.
Where'd the money go?
Yeah. Anyway, that was the Fortnite Live Festival in Norwich.
Great. Yeah, sounds amazing.
So as you can tell, this bombed.
Yeah.
This festival had international headlines. Just being like, this sucked.
Yeah. Because what happened to the money?
So people got refunds at the event at request. But the majority of the refund requests were coming from the Facebook event, and they just got rid of it.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Great.
Didn't want to deal with it anymore, so they got rid of it. So yeah, Epic Games is kind of mad at this.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
So they're just like, no, they were, to be fair, they were not affiliated with this in any way.
Yeah.
They had no idea this was occurring.
Not an Epic Games festival.
Yeah. So they're suing Exciting Events for, I mean, basically just brand damage.
Yeah.
Exciting Events had 2 more Fortnite events planned throughout the year, which have obviously been canceled.
Yeah.
And they had pre-sold the tickets for the events, which they refunded, I believe. Sent out like an email. I don't know.
Oh my god.
And they have been, quote, forced to cease all trading activities immediately, unquote.
Yeah.
Pertaining to them.
They're done. They're done.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
They've been very vocal about their reactions to this and whatnot there. Like, we're hoping we can do better.
Yeah.
Like, just
don't try.
You ain't getting
anymore.
another time.
Don't
dude.
try.
I'm sorry. The entire event was understaffed.
Yeah.
It's too many people, not enough things to do. And
they were trying to make some money.
Yeah. Really poorly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he sold over 2,500 tickets.
Yeah.
Be ready for that.
Exactly. Yeah. Cap the tickets if you can't handle that many people.
Yeah. What a rough time.
Yeah, that sucks. It sucks for anyone who paid for that and went to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of kids were there.
I mean, there were a lot of tweets out there of like parents like bringing their kids there.
Yeah.
Dude, there was this one quote I saw. I don't know their quote verbatim. There was a woman like that I interviewed, I think for like CNN or BBC. No, it was after that. It was some news outlet. Mm-hmm. It was just like, Fortnite's a game is a game about being dropped in an area hunting down people. I want to do it to the people who made this event. So into that, I was like, oh
my god,
it's really funny.
I would pay $20 for that.
Yeah, no, I would pay for that.
Yeah,
they should have just did real life Fortnite. That's what they should have fucking done. So
shout outs to Mary Wilkinson for liking our track on SoundCloud, episode 79 of the podcast.
Yeah, you probably spam, but if you're not, thank you. I appreciate that. Go follow our YouTube. Yeah. So there's that. That's a big deal going around right now. Probably winding down a little bit. Slight little news here before we get to our big news of the week. Activision. No, that's the big news.
That is the big.
The little news.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yep.
Gets a release date for their final DLC release, episode Arden.
Mm-hmm.
The release date is going to be March 26th. It's going to take place 35 years before the events of the main game, in which, I get another chance at this. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Verstel
Besithia.
Besithia.
Good name.
A Niflheim researcher releases Arden from 2,000 years of imprisonment.
Cool.
And right now they have released a 13-minute anime-style movie, which is a prologue to the events.
Cool.
Cool stuff.
Did you played Final Fantasy 15, right?
Yeah.
Did you play the DLC or watch the DLC?
Only the first one.
Man, if you knew how anime they got, I'm expecting the anime level of this one to be over 9,000. It's gonna be crazy.
I need to. Well,
it's so anime.
That'll be the next thing I watch.
Especially Ignis.
Yeah, I know.
My God,
it's the best one.
He goes like Ultra Instinct Ignis. That's barely even an exaggeration. It's awesome.
Oh man, I'm hyped. But yeah, if you're excited for that, I mean, this wasn't meant to be the final DLC, but it is now because the director of 15 left.
Yeah,
bummer.
Did he make his own studio, or did he just leave? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he took a team.
Yeah,
and he made his own thing. I'm pretty sure that's the case. He pulled a Kojima.
I don't think he developed anything yet, but I think
no, of course not.
Yeah,
of course not. So we're probably not going to hear about him till late next year or something, probably. If anything.
That's cool though. I'll play it.
Yeah, so it's a little news there, but let's get
into the big chunky boy.
Let's get to the big boy.
Yeah,
let's not skimp out on this one. All right.
I mean, we didn't last time, but let's not again.
So
sorry, guys. I'm salty.
Yeah, no, I'll blame you. So, Activision Blizzard has been in the hubbub lately. They have been in the infamous red spotlight.
Oh yeah,
of games journalism lately.
Yeah.
I have two bits of news about them. I'm going to go over the big one first, and then the second one we'll just add on after.
Yep.
So, Activision Blizzard recently laid off 8% of their employees. That's about 775 to 800 employees from their staff.
All gone.
Tragic. That,
it's always horrible.
Hearts out to people who got laid off and stuff who just suddenly found themselves without work.
Yeah.
Everything there. Bobby Kotick, CEO over there of Activision, big head honcho over there, had an investor call, to announce, where's the company at right now?
Yeah.
And he's quoted saying they have Activision has achieved record results in 2018, end quote, in terms of financial states. To put that in perspective, their company in the last fiscal year made $7.5 billion in sales, which is a $1.8 billion profit margin for the fiscal year of 2018.
They made a huge amount of money.
Insane amount of money there.
Yeah.
To put some other things in perspective, to know where this Bobby Kotick is coming from here, he has a salary at Activision of $1.75 million a year, plus a $26 million stock and other equity value to himself as of 2017.
Yeah, and that's what matters to these guys, the stock and equity.
Yeah. And another individual, and I'll explain why I bring this up after, an individual named Dennis Durkin, who was recently returning as a CFO role within the company, was given, and also he's in charge of, quote, emerging business, end quote, which is where's our company going from here? What markets are we going to get into?
Yeah.
He was given a $3.75 million cash bonus upon entering this role, and another $11.3 million as yet unearned performance-based equity.
Yeah.
So why are we bringing up their, like, you know, this and all that? Because they laid off 800 freaking people during the most fiscally successful year that the company has ever had.
Yeah, and the only reason that they would do that is because where do you think that bonus money's coming from?
Yeah, right.
That's
so you mentioned something earlier in our first recording about this.
Yeah,
and it goes off to, like, you know, why are you bringing up the CEOs, and then why are you bringing up, like, how much they're making? What does that have to, what relevancy does that have to do with these 800 people? And you said,
so pretty much, similar things like this happen all the time in businesses, all the time. When I worked at a bank, you know, I got the same speech. We made record numbers. And I worked in corporate. We made record numbers, but we're going to reorganize the company. That's the term they used.
Yeah,
which means we're going to lay off a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And the reason why they do that is because the more the top dogs of the business make, the CEO, the CFO, the board of directors makes, the better it looks for investors. And the easiest way, or the most efficient way to get money from somewhere in the company is to lay off people.
Yeah.
And then you use those salaries as the bonus for the CEO or CFO. And then since they make more money, they look better to investors, and investors spend more money on the company, then the company grows. And
so investor perspective on growth is based on on corporate level, like higher corporate level salaries.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you said,
and stocks and
right, of course. Yeah. So you look at how much a CEO makes, and that's reflective of
how well the company
does. Yeah, or not even a CEO, but again,
the higher ups.
Yeah. Just we're not financial experts.
Yeah, that's a piece of it. Yeah,
you know, so that's why, you know, you have an individual who's been given $11.3 million bonus just for I'm sorry, just a $3.75 million bonus just for coming back.
Yeah,
and you just laid off 800 employees.
It probably happened around the same time. That's probably where that money came from.
And you did this in an industry that is so competitive for people, new and old.
Yeah.
If I, this is such an industry that's like dog eat dog. You have to like be ravenous and aggressive to get what you want, to get the position you need.
Yeah.
And now you just have to compete with 800 more experienced people that just got dumped. They got Fortnite, Apex Legends, Battle Royale dropped into this field.
And it just sucks.
There's nothing good about this. Yeah. And layoffs suck.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you'd be like, it sucks that a company has been led itself down to a path where they can't sustain 800 people anymore. Yeah. That's not the case here.
Yeah.
Activision Blizzard can very much sustain these people.
Yeah.
But the greed that is so evident here.
They just want to look good to investors.
Yeah, and we aren't like a political podcast, whatever our individualized, it doesn't matter if you're liberal, conservative, whatever like that. On there, this is a company that is fully capable. They have IPs that have been in the closet for years. Skylanders just got canned.
Yeah.
So that's completely gone. That was a gimmick they fucked up on. Guitar Hero. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yep.
All of these different avenues. They just canned Heroes of the Storm esports.
Oh yeah, this got rid
all
of
it. They're just done. No more support there. There goes all of those individuals who were in that department. All the pro players and everything just done.
Yep. And because I can see what they're doing, and I can see what the CEO is thinking and what the CFO is thinking, because they're like, if we're losing any amount of money on this, we stop. And with Skylanders, they probably weren't making a profit. Like, they were making so many toys, it just wasn't making enough money. With Heroes of the Storm esports, the events they were holding probably cost too much, and they weren't making enough back. They keep Hearthstone and Overwatch because it's making them a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you don't just can things like you can't just do that, because what's going to happen is something like Apex is going to come along and no one's going to want to watch Overwatch anymore.
Yeah.
And then they're done. What are they going to do?
Well, they also have, they have these projects that they keep building.
Yeah.
And they were building up all these employees, like numbers. But now they don't have projects to put these people. So what is the long term here? Look at World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
The only new things coming out in World of Warcraft for this entire year is classic servers, which is just the game again,
and like a raid or two in WoW.
No, and Warcraft 3.
Oh yeah, Warcraft 3 remastered. Yeah,
nothing new.
Yep,
it's all just rehashes of old shit. Diablo. Hey, do we want to bring up Diablo Immortal again?
Because it's all cheap cash grabs.
Yeah.
Because Diablo Immortal is a reskinned Chinese mobile game, which takes almost no effort or money. Vanilla servers, it takes effort, probably not a lot of money though.
Yeah.
And Warcraft 3 Remastered is the same way.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot of effort or money.
It is.
It's just cash grab after cash grab.
And it's burning because quote, achieve record results in 2018.
Yeah.
$1.8 billion in profit. It just goes to show a trend in this industry that publishers like EA, Activision, Ubisoft, stuff like that are going on this tirade of we are just going up. You cannot exponentially increase in profit.
Yeah.
I said it before. It's like Willy Wonka when they bring into like the fucking little pod and there's a fucking glass ceiling and you're gonna hit it and shatter at some point if you keep thinking you can go that high.
Yeah,
it's impossible statistically. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't keep making records.
And it's just because the businesses are growing, and because the businesses are growing, people that care about business are running them.
Yeah,
and sure, that happens, but you have to keep the audience in mind. Like, people loved Blizzard when it was like the few like hippie dudes who ran it and they made like cool medieval games, and like that's just not how it is anymore. And we're seeing that with so many different companies, and I feel like that's why indie games are so popular these days.
Yeah, I mean,
like, people want the like.
That's a huge discussion.
It is.
Yeah.
But like, the most popular games now are the ones that we talked about before, are full games.
Yes.
Well, first of all, and people like the more heartfelt games. Yeah,
games that don't suffer from creative bankruptcy because they have to adhere to a publisher.
Yeah.
To their guides.
That's a good way to put it.
I mean, at this point, similar to EA, if you're picked up by like Activision, you're done.
Yeah,
you're done. Like, I hate to say this because I put so many years of my life into this particular brand. I don't like Blizzard anymore.
Yeah,
I don't like the way they do things anymore. And you know, whether or not Activision has a lot to do with that, or whether it's because a lot of the top people have left Blizzard.
Yeah,
like, you have like Jeff Kaplan is like the only face that they have now.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't like the way they do things.
I don't either. And I was like the biggest Blizzard fanboy.
Yeah,
I liked Blizzard before it was Activision Blizzard.
Exactly.
Now it's Activision Blizzard.
We've played Vanilla WoW.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, this is great. Like, old Diablo stuff, you know.
StarCraft. Hearthstone. I played a lot of.
That came out, you know, like,
But now it's just, I don't know. It's just the same thing over and over, and there's nothing new or fun or genuine. Yeah.
Nah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Activision lays off 800 people.
Yeah,
it's fucking sad. This also has people talking about unions.
Yeah,
or rather, I mean, it's been in conversation for the video game industry a lot, and we're not going to talk about unions a lot because we just aren't knowledgeable enough about how unions work. But it's just kindling for that fire.
Yeah.
You know, that and Telltale they didn't lay off; they just straight up fired all of their people. They were just like, we're going down later, guys.
You're coming with us.
Yeah. The other bit of Activision news comes up. That just we put this in because damn, is it nice to complain about these fucking people. Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, now has loot boxes in it.
Yep.
Activision adds loot boxes. The game's been out for 4 months, so 4 months in, they throw loot boxes in there. So they're called reserve crates. They cost about 200 COD points.
COD points?
Yeah, which is like $2.
200 COD pieces.
They contain 3 different cosmetic items, including outfits, weapon camos, and war paint.
Yep.
Which is like, oh, okay, whatever. But they also include the Mark II version guns, the MK2 guns. Which provide 25% XP boost per kill that you get while using them.
Cool, great. So you actually get a boost for getting loot boxes.
Yeah.
Cool.
one thing that's different about these reserve crates that's different from something like Apex Legends or anything like that is the most games will list the probabilities of what you may receive in these boxes. Like you have, you can get one uncommon, one legendary, whatever. No list here. Great. You have no idea what you're getting. Cool. And you can get duplicates.
Awesome.
Some games like that, So let's try this again, David. Let me tell you what really fucking grinds my gears. Why this makes no sense to me. I'm a GameStop employee. I'm like, oh, you walked into GameStop. Yeah. Right? You're in GameStop. You're a failing company anyway, but you're here. You're here.
I'm here to pick up my new copy of COD 4.
So you want Call of Duty Black Ops 4?
I would love it.
That's going to be $60, my friend.
60 smack rolls. Here you go.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, you look like a guy who likes games.
I do.
Yeah. You want to, with your fancy new copy of Black Ops 4 here, would you like Season Pass, $40? All the future maps.
40 more clams?
Yeah.
There you go.
We love clams.
100 total.
Here you go. Here's your DLC pass code. There it is. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You look like you really like video games.
I do. I'm a big fan.
Why don't you buy some COD points?
How many real points are COD points?
Well, you're going to need a lot of crates because you want those signature guns to get those XP boosts, right?
I do need more XP.
You do need. You got to be ahead of the game.
Yeah.
But we don't know how many you need. It's not listed. So you should buy another like $50,000 worth.
Sure.
All right, you fucking idiot. Now go buy fucking the next Call of Duty that comes out next year.
Sucks.
That's stupid.
Yep.
That's so...
Do you remember? Wait.
Okay. Yep.
Do you remember?
Yep.
The very first, to my knowledge, single-player game with microtransactions.
The very first? I looked this up before. And Skyrim? No, Oblivion.
They had microtransactions?
You could buy a horse armor.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Horse armor. No, what were you saying? There might be another one.
One of the first ones that I remember making a hubbub was after that.
Yeah.
It was Dead Space?
Oh, yeah.
Dead Space 2?
Is that what did they sell?
Just like guns. Like you could buy like better guns and like upgrades and stuff for real money. And it was like purely a single player game. There was no was no multiplayer at all. And like that just... Why did people freak out then, but not now? But I guess multiplayer is different. I don't know.
No. This is fucked up. Why would you ever put microtransactions
in a full price game?
In an annual release game.
That too.
Full price game, yeah. Fuck that. But like an annual release game?
Yeah.
A game that like the next COD comes out next year. Your microtransactions aren't gonna mean shit. They're not gonna transfer over to like the next game. You're fucked.
You wanna know what I wish?
Yeah.
I wouldn't care nearly as much if they kept the loot boxes in but made no way to purchase them with real money.
Yeah, right?
If they were like, you make like 50 points per game you win, and it costs like 200 points per box.
The argument is you can earn... I don't know if this is with this game, but a lot of games like you can earn the in-game currency.
Yeah.
So you can get it without having to pay money.
Yeah. Or you can spend real money.
Yeah. So you're like... Oh, aren't these guys so nice and generous for them to do that? Yep. Until you realize that a corporation is there to make money.
Yep.
Giving you that option to not spend money on their games isn't going to fly well with them.
Yeah.
So these games are purposefully made to be grindy and boring until you can get the good shit, which is behind a paywall. So now your game quality is suffering. Like, when did you ever hear about grinding in video games before, like, aside from like RPGs?
RPGs, yeah.
Before microtransactions.
Never.
It
was only in RPGs.
Or the grind is meant to be fun.
Yeah. Yep.
Like at that point, it's not called a grind. It's called the core gameplay loop.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes I'll be playing Overwatch and I'm like, if I play one more game, I'll level up and get a loot box. So I need to play one more game, even if I don't really want to play one more game.
Yeah, but at least the core gameplay loop of Overwatch is fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to defend the loot boxes in that game, but rather, at least they made the game fun and you don't have to grind for anything, right?
Very true.
And the heroes are all free.
Yeah.
Right? So, great. Cool.
But yeah, microtransactions in any full price game, especially a yearly release, is outrageous.
Is asinine.
They can't expect to follow free plus microtransactions model when they're not free plus microtransactions.
Yeah, right.
They're $60 plus more money.
You know why I wouldn't mind spending money in a game like Fortnite or Apex Legends?
Because you didn't spend any money to buy it.
Yeah, I didn't spend any money to buy it. And I know it's going to be around for like next year or the year after. There's no guarantee. It's the games industry.
That's true,
You're in an industry where servers for a game can just cut and you're done. But there's a necessary risk.
Yeah.
Oh, man, dude.
It's bad. It's real bad.
It is. It makes me angry.
Yeah.
And I don't. It's not.
Unless you're like beyond rich and the biggest COD fan, you should never buy these points.
And some people aren't hurt by this, right?
Yeah.
Like some people, they don't care, and that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're having fun with the game and if you don't mind the microtransactions, good for you. Good shit. But that doesn't mean that other people don't have a right to call out this cash grabby nature.
Because that's all it is.
That's all it is. That's all this is. It's just make more money.
Like we mentioned before, like all the games of the year of 2018 were like $60 games without microtransactions.
Yes. yeah, you mentioned that before.
God of War, Red Dead,
some
Spider-Man.
of the most loved games in the past year, last year, 2018, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption. You got this year, you got Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
All of these experiences that you can just play.
You buy it and play it.
Yeah. And to be fair, there's a DLC for
I was just going to say,
Spider-Man.
like, DLC is not microtransactions. When it's, like, fully fledged out with DLC, like, story-based.
And it isn't, like, Asura's Wrath DLC, where it's, like, by the ending of the game. Yeah. No. Listen, if you buy Spider-Man right now, you do not need the DLC.
Yeah. But the DLC adds story content.
If you want to experience that world a little more.
Yeah.
And it's not like they made the world uninteresting to begin with, so you would buy that DLC.
Yeah.
No, they put their heart and soul into that world. You feel it. It's a complete experience, and you're just like, I love that so much. I will pay you for the DLC.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
That's not what these companies do.
Yeah.
They put microtransactions in to be like, I hate this game right now. Please let me pay you so I can get to the good shit.
If COD didn't put loot boxes in, instead they were like, here's $10 DLC that adds a new story experience, new multiplayer maps, like all this stuff, then like I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not that.
Yeah.
It's loot boxes.
Yeah, it's loot boxes.
And it's just
it's February 20th, 2019. I forgot to say the date. I think. Sorry. I also forgot the question of the day.
It's fine. Look,
we're done with Activision.
It's fine.
We finally got back to the point
where we
left off. Guys, we talked about all that stuff and probably more, maybe.
Yeah. That was take 2.
Yeah, which I think we did pretty well.
Yeah.
Question of the week. Who's your favorite game dev publisher? I should have said this beforehand.
My favorite game dev publisher.
Yeah, dev or publisher.
That's an easy one for me. I like CD Projekt Red.
Oh, that's right. You do like CD Projekt
Red. Have they ever made a bad PR move? I don't know.
Not that I'm aware of.
It just
that's a company that's like, here, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna do that, and it's gonna be great.
Yep.
And everyone's gonna love us. And
and like what I respect about them is they're like, we're gonna make this game.
Mm-hmm.
This game is gonna be how it's gonna be. It's just how we're gonna make it. If you love it, great. If you don't, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Period.
To be fair, they're in a position, like a very comfortable position for them, where they don't have to adhere to publishers.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously we can't expect every game dev to be like that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we can't love them any. They got to that point, right?
Yeah.
So
they are in a very comfortable position where they're like that, and they're making good amount of money, so they can continue making games.
Yeah, exactly. They have good publicity and good financial standings. They're in a good place.
Yeah. What are you?
I mean, I like.
It's kind of a tough question.
It really is. I mean, when it comes to like really big companies, I really like Square. I don't think they're the best company. I think they're also guilty of a lot of really bad decisions.
Yeah.
But I feel like they give their devs enough creative freedom I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
Like I liked a lot of Square games.
Yeah,
right?
I do too.
I think Supergiant.
Oh yeah.
Amazing developer team. Guys who made Transistor, Bastion, Pyre. I think they're great. I love their games. I don't know if I really have a favorite right now. I have to explore more. To be honest, I like Capcom, but they're shitty too.
Yeah, Capcom has their ups and downs.
Resident Evil 2, great game, but I can only buy Street Fighter so many fucking times.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, Capcom is known in the FGC as being either trash or being what they call Cap God.
Cap God?
Where they're like, it's when they are on the up and they're making good games. Yeah.
Right now, they're probably Cap God, right? Yeah. Okay. Good. So for people at home, your favorite game developer or publisher, please leave in the comments there. Let's finish off with releases.
Okay.
I only have 2 days of releases here. Not a lot of being released, big things here.
Okay.
On February 22nd, we have Anthem.
Yep. Hearing a lot about that.
Yeah. I hope you can play, David. I know we tried playing a little while ago, and your computer...
Just a very short note.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So we played the 10-hour...
trial.
We played a little bit of the 10-hour trial. My computer couldn't really run it. So I stopped playing it, and then I logged in the next day to play some Apex. I logged into Origin. It was like, you have 1 minute left to play Anthem.
No!
Yep.
No way.
Yep. I don't know why that happened.
Oh my god.
But that happened. So my 10 hours are up. Even though I played like half an hour.
That's
maybe.
Fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
They must have if it crashed, it must have kept you.
It must have kept it on in the background or something. I don't know.
It's bullshit, dude. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
Yep. Garbage. Anyway.
I like that game. It's fun. That's for PC, PS4, Xbox One. We have Origami Shadow Edition for Switch.
I like that game a lot, actually.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Origami is actually a co-op game where you both play as like ninjas in feudal Japan.
Oh.
But you have like darkness powers, like you can like meld into shadows and like do all that kind of stuff. And you're like teaming up with this girl who's made of light to try and like get her family heirlooms back.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a co-op stealth game.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's really fun, yeah.
Okay. We also have Metro Exodus, or Exocus, as I like to misspell.
That's getting a lot of attention, too.
For PS4, Xbox One, PC. And then on February 26th, which is Tuesday, we have Anno 1800 PC.
I feel like I've heard of that, but...
I think it's a strategy related.
Maybe.
I don't know. Dirt Rally 2.0.
Yo, Dirt Rally.
For PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Lego Movie 2 video game.
As expected.
For the Switch, PS4, Xbox One. Trials Rising, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch.
Okay. Cool.
And Nier Automata, game of the...
What?
All right, I'm going to spell it.
Okay.
Capital Y, O, capital H, capital R, A edition.
Yora?
Yeah. Well, keep in mind what I said. Capital Y, O, capital H, capital R, A.
I don't get it.
Dude, I don't know either.
What?
Dude, they just put capital letters in it.
Is that Game of the Year?
Yeah, Game of the Year edition.
Oh, okay.
But it's Yora. Game of the Yora. Maybe it has something to do with the game.
I don't know.
It's fucking Japan, man.
Yeah.
PC and PS4. The way, I don't know. So that's it for releases.
Cool.
David.
Yeah.
If you could recommend one thing out there to anybody in the world, it could be your favorite type of tape mastering or otherwise. Could be your favorite microphone foam cancellation favorite battery brand. What would you recommend to good people out there?
So, you know how I like to play mobile games sometimes.
Yeah. You've been known.
Yeah. So there was one that looked interesting that had like really, really good reviews.
Okay.
Another Eden. It was called.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Have you?
I think I've seen it on the YouTube advertisements round.
It's just like a legit RPG.
Really? Wait,
yeah. Like so it's free, obviously.
Is it a gacha game?
Not really, but kind of. So the way it works is it's like a story-based RPG, and you know, you like actually move around the map and like go to different zones and stuff, and you know, and when you get new characters, it's turn-based.
Yeah.
When you get new characters, they have star ratings from 3 to 5. But all of that does is unlock the next section of their sphere grid.
Oh, okay.
So, and you get to choose which characters you get.
Oh.
So it's not random. You get to pick from a list.
I could choose the 5-star from the list?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, like every character starts at 3 and progresses to 5.
Yeah.
Like as they go. And you just and instead of it being random like gacha, it just gives you the list of characters like which one do you want to meet.
Can you level them up to the 5?
Yeah.
Oh. So you don't have to like draw.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just play and level up. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Is there a story?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's a little cliche anime.
Okay,
it's like, main character has this like the sword of destiny and turns into this giant like swirly blade thing that shoots lasers. Yeah. It's pretty typical anime story, but I mean it's fun. I'm enjoying it.
Another Eden.
Yeah. If you want to play a free mobile game that actually is kind of good.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. So there you go.
Another Eden.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
And thank you so much for joining us for the Keep Tappin X podcast. You can check out our YouTube channel where we posted our Valentine's Day videos.
We did, yeah.
Featuring Dave and Nicole as they play Super Bunny Man.
Yeah, that was a
great
good time.
indie game. Oof. And and Blake and his girl Ashley played Snipper Clips for the Switch. Just a lot of fun. The first time they were on the channel together. So check that out. And we got Resident Evil 2, our playthrough of that on our Let's
I'm excited to play more
block. Yeah, we'll be playing more right after this.
Yes,
it's gonna be fun. And I think that's it. Some Dokkan.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us for the Keep Tappin X podcast. Make sure you check us out on all of our social medias. That's including Facebook.com, Twitch.tv, YouTube, Google Play Music, iTunes, and never Spotify. You can check us out on all those at Keep Tappin X Noji, Keep Tappin X Noji. Please hit that subscribe, like, and all the cool buttons there. That helps us out a great deal, and we love you.
See ya.